What is up, guys? It's Pokella. This is the fourth video that I posted today. It is August 22nd and it is 2 o'clock. And I have made over $100,000 already this month. And, for the past few months, it's been very, very consistent. And I wanted to share with you guys things to expect, especially with business and with anything that you do. And first of all, let me just tell you this, be grateful for the bills that you have right now. Just be grateful for the bills that you have right now, and be thankful for the struggle that you're being taught by. And that's something that a lot of people don't talk about, is like when you made it and you are making a lot of money and you don't struggle from anything, then you'll suffer from boredom. And that's not as easy as it sounds, especially being a businessman too. So when you're so used to making, the bare minimum, like $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month, which in Hawaii, it's not anything to get by, keep in mind. So when you start to make this money where you're like over comfortable, now you can do this, now you can do that, you start to slack. And that's one thing that I've noticed. And that's one thing that I've done many times. It's like, I've noticed like, okay, like I made so much money. Like, what if I don't want to post content? What if I don't want to stay disciplined or spend my money on stupid things? Like, what if I just want to just do that now? And it's not about doing those things to change yourself as a person. It's about using the, leverage of the success to to like change your mindset, to change your mindset. And a lot of people look at money as a weapon, and money is a weapon in a different form. Like money can help you figure out what actual freedom is, like how to live your life, you know, not having to worry. And a lot of people have their own success in their own ways, by all means. But let me just say this, like, what is your success? And like, this is something that you have to ask yourself, is like, what does success look like to me? Because success to someone else can be, he has two kids and he's happy at home. That's success to him, his happiness. I respect that. To me, success is I want to live comfortable. You know, I grew up in a household where we didn't always have, name brand foods. I didn't have name brand clothes. You know, I didn't have the nicest house. I wasn't in the nicest car. But that's materialistic things. The fact of the matter is, it's making me chase it because I've missed out on it. I didn't have a childhood to enjoy. So because I didn't, right, now I'm chasing something else, and that's money. And, people can say that they're chasing money in a bad way and a good way. For my way, it's positivity to heal that little burdened heart that I have, that I didn't have anything when I was younger, like I would get picked on, made fun of. And these are just things that I'm chasing back to enjoy my childhood and trying to make it up. For other people, if they had a good childhood and they're chasing the success, it's more so to prove themselves to their family, their parents, their friends, whatever it is. It can be anything. But like, you will look at money differently from going $5,000 months to $100,000 months. Even like 10 grand a month is life changing. It's, just let me just say, like, this will make you look at money so much differently. Your first $10,000 is the hardest month that you'll have. After that, it's all scalable. So you just have to figure out how to get there, and the rest is all easy. I promise you. So yeah, like, honestly, like, this just isn't something that my generation is talked about enough, right? Is what money really does. And I'm not gonna lie, right? Just like any other successful person, they all hear this same phrase, right? Oh, money changed you. You're right. But money changed me for the correct reasons. Like, money helped me see my value, like, because I had friends that didn't value me as a friend. I had family that don't value me as a family member. But with money, I see, you know, my eyes are opened. I'm valuable when I have something to provide. When I'm beneficial, like, that's crazy, like, why am I only loved properly? Like, why am I only, looked at when I'm beneficial, but when I didn't have shit, no one really cared? It's sad. It's a sad reality that I had to live based off of. And that's not with all family, but that's my personal experience. Because by all means, there's families that still take care of their kid that dropped out of school that still live with them, that still spend their money, that don't work. It's sad, but it doesn't matter. Like true love, intentions, right? Is, you know, it's something that only some kids get. And I feel like that's why a lot of the kids in my generation get so fucked up and messed up is because, they're too busy chasing everything but correcting their life. So instead of them, you know, they're chasing money in the wrong reasons, in the wrong paths, because there's correct ways to chase money and there's correct ways to get that. So when you think about it, it's like, before I made my first ever 100,000, you know what? Before I made my first ever 20K month, I looked at money as a tool, like, okay, this is gonna get me by. Like, I'm comfortable. Fuck yeah. Like, I have no bills. Like, sure, I don't have money to go out and spend now, but I have no bills. I'm good, you know? But then over time, it's like, bro, like, this fucking sucks. Like, I'm working my ass off. I'm doing all of this shit. And keep in mind, I was making my money off of reselling, like reselling clothes, shit like that, AirPods. So coming from that, it's like, okay, like, after a while, it's like, I don't want to live comfortable anymore. Like, so I had to figure out a way to make myself so uncomfortable to make more money. And that's what I did. So because I did that, obviously I scaled to more money, but I look at it way more different now. Like, I see how some people can view it as like, okay, I can spend money on this and go out and party, drink, do whatever the fuck I want. And that's the wrong intentions to use money for. Sure, you can do that, do whatever you want. However, there's smarter ways to do that. Like if God is blessing you with this much money, enjoy it to make yourself happy. Like, don't ruin your life. Like, don't use it for the bad intention or evil. Like, use it to help other people, you know because there's many times, and I don't post these things because I don't need to post it, but there's many donations that I've donated to, many charities that I've donated to. And it's not like I've been donating like 10 grand, I'm not donating like hundreds of thousands, but I still donate money because, that's what my money can be used for as well. So when I look at it, it's like, okay, I can spend 2 grand on this car part to make my car nicer, or, I can use it to make more money for myself or help someone else that's in need. So that's just how I view money. And other than that, like, that's basically it. I'm probably gonna pop out with a story time of my like come up sometime this week, but I filmed quite a bit today. I have a lot of editing to fucking do, but yeah, my YouTube is mainly used for like uncut versions of me. So yeah, everyone have a good day.